Here, normally $69.95, and their everyday low price at Morris's is $39.95. There's a special price on a Nikon 35mm camera. And Elgin Gold watches are going at low, unreal prices. Fisher-Price car seats for the children, and rocking horses for the children at unreal prices. A mirrored clock, and a few autographed Braves baseballs, and they're there too. And at Morris Outlets, and Mac Morris and Janice Morris are open Monday through Saturday 9 to 6, and Sunday 1 to 6. And it's been one of the busiest stores in the South, as well as the most unusual store in the South this week. Shoppers at Morris Outlets, up from the steakhouse in Baldwin, under the Twin Water Towers. Go do your Christmas shopping there tomorrow at Morris Outlets. All right, our guest is Rick Gunnin, Lou Ann Kirkley, and Jerry Farmer. Rick, you were telling me that you often get mistaken for Conway.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Did it happen this last week in Vegas?
Yeah. Well, we had breakfast bought for us. And,
you mean somebody brought you breakfast thinking you were Conway?
Yeah.
Man or woman?
Well, it was a guy and his wife. I think his wife talked him into it.
Oh, I see. And but, you couldn't bear to tell him the truth.
No, I didn't want to disappoint her.
Did she ask for your autograph?
No, I think she was a little bit too shy. But she just knew that's who it was, Conway Twitty sitting there.
Bought you breakfast. Too shy to ask for your autograph.
I was too hungry to turn it down.
I see. Well, that's being honest. Well, I know Conway knows you very well by you winning first place in the lookalike contest.
Yeah, I spoke to him out there in Las Vegas, and I was up in Nashville a couple of weeks ago, right around Thanksgiving, and I didn't get to see him then, but he mentioned the fact that he apologized for not being there or being able to see him at that time.
Well, he's a personal guy, and still signs a lot of autographs too. That's a good thing to say about him. And his son, Michael. Jerry, I think you're going to spend Christmas up at Michael's place, aren't you, at Twitty City?
I don't know. We're going to go see. I know that.
I see. Okay. Now, what are some of the songs you sing at the J&J Center, Rick, in your show?
Well, most of the time it's going to be Conway Twitty songs. Start out with "Hello, Darling," and
I guess that brings the crowd to
do a lot of his
to
material.
The hands. Okay.
And did a lot of his the ones he had as #1 hits. "Linda on My Mind," 15 years ago.
It's Only Make Believe.
Only Make Believe.
So
and then of course he had what 50 some odd #1 records.
So more #1s than anybody else.
Be there for quite a while, but I like to change it. I do some other songs, other artists.
So that's part of the show tonight. Ms. Kirkley, what are some of the songs you do in concert?
We're going to do a little Pam Tillis, her single "Don't Tell Me What to Do," and Hank Williams stuff like "Jambalaya" and Jenny Pruitt, "Satin Sheets," and little CCR, "Proud Mary" and "Old Time Rock and Roll," stuff like that.
So a good mix.
Oh, yeah.
Jerry, tell us one more time about the show tonight and the show times.
Okay, Lou Ann will be doing a show, and I would imagine we'd probably do it about like we did last night. She'll come on at 10, and then Rick, he'll do one at 11, and hope you can come see the show. Also, the Reflection Band will be doing dance music, and the admission's only $4, and we are located in Athens, Georgia, 1 mile off the North Bypass on Highway 441.
And Jerry, tell us about next week's lineup, starting with Wednesday night.
Okay, Billy, Wednesday night we have let me think who we got here, Billy.
A couple of bands Wednesday night?
No, we got one band, it's $1 Wednesday night, and we have, I believe it's David B. and the Rebels. That'll be there.
So the price to get in is just $1.
Yeah, that's a Wednesday night special, and David and them do a good job. They'll be there Wednesday night. Then next Friday and Saturday night we'll have Joe Barnhill, and he'll have his band. He's the one that I believe he took
Randy Travis's place.
Randy Travis
at the Nashville Palace.
No, he was one after
Randy.
Van
Ricky Van Shelton.
Ricky Van Shelton. He took his place over at the National Palace.
Joe's
That's
a
right.
very talented young
He's a
man.
great singer, sure is.
And I
He'll be
guess
there.
his dad will be here too, Joe Bob Barhill.
Hope to see
Barnhill.
him too.
And what times are the shows next week? At 8 and 10?
It'd be 10 and 12, yes, sir.
And tonight's second band is the Reflections Band, right?
Right.
Okay. And that's next Friday and Saturday night, Joe Barnhill. Have you met Joe, Rick?
No, I haven't.
Luann?
No, I've
Nice
seen
guy.
him perform. I've never met him.
Nice guy. And he's been on this show several times, hasn't he, Jerry? Then
Sure
quickly tell them about how they can buy Christmas gifts at the flea market.
Right.
Jerry.
Find just about anything at the flea market. Billy, I'd personally like to thank everybody. I've talked to people today from Lord knows where. I had South Carolina, North Carolina. I even talked to some guy from Virginia. And I don't know how they got there, but we appreciate you coming. And we had a great crowd and just worlds of people, and got dealers with toys. If you're hunting jewelry, toys, or whatever for Christmas, just come out and check it out. I think you'll be surprised what you see.
What time will you be open tomorrow, Jerry?
They open they drag in all day, Billy. You never can tell. Some of them come early, some of them come late, but it's from about 8 to 5. But you'll have some won't get there till 1 o'clock, and some will get there early. So that's the good part about it. We have a tight building we got. If they want to come and lock it up, if they want to leave and leave early, or come and go as they want to, you know.
Jerry, you brought a crowd with you now. Who all is out there in the foyer?
Oh, we got Lou Ann's mama and daddy, and one of her girlfriends, and
Pretty
Ed
good.
Kirtley. He's been in the music business
Good to have you
promoting
folks.
for a long time.
Good to have all of you here at TV 32. And we appreciate you coming by, Rick.
Enjoy.
Luann, good luck
Thanks a lot.
tonight.
Appreciate it.
And the band of the night is the Reflections Band, a very good group. Well, let's put Luann on camera. Luann, just take us to station breaks, invite them to see at the J&J, and then say we'll be back in a moment.
We'd like to invite y'all all out to the J&J Center tonight for a good show, and we'll be back in a moment.
I don't feel no hurt at all, unless you can when teardrops fall. I'll tell the truth, except when I lie.